They're babies.
He dropped the meatball. So today, this is what Chinese family will eat for dinner. The secret of a best Chinese meatballs is this ingredient. You're missing this. These are water chestnuts, and they are fresh ones from Asian market. And today the recipe is my grandma's recipe. I eating this meatball when I grew up. People ask me, what's your favorite Chinese dish? This is probably my favorite Chinese dish, and I cook this for my kids all the time. First, I'm gonna peel the water chestnuts. Just peel the skin really easy. If you're lazy, just get the can. They're already peeled. But I do think the fresh ones always better. Cook everything fresh in China. Here I got a 1 pound of ground pork. So you need about 8 those water chestnuts all peeled. Now I keep cutting them, chopping them really small. This adds really little crunchy, tender texture in your meat. Tastes better than panko. Then you still need some ginger in the meat. Crush this ginger. Here, mixing the meatballs and ginger in the ground pork, water chestnuts, and 1 egg. I just crack right in here. You can beat the egg first and add in some salt. All this recipe you can find in my cookbook. Detailed recipe on there. Soy sauce. You can use cornstarch or bean starch. Bean starch is very common in Sichuan we use. Now we mix everything with chopsticks. What the best tool for cooking. This ground pork is still a little frozen, but the chopstick can break anything. So start making the meatballs. A little trick, I got your hands wet. The 1 pound of the meat, you can make about 8 big meatballs. But you can also make a smaller ones if you have small children. With some water in hand, you can make a nice shape. Then put in the water, we boil it first. So I don't usually fry the meatballs directly with raw meat. This way the meatball inside is really tender. I save the soup, usually later I make a vegetable dish. We cook the meatballs about probably 6 minutes. If the meatballs start floating, almost done, maybe 1 more minute. So we're gonna use this meatball soup to add in the sauce later. They are ready to jump out here. Oh, I dropped one. On the heat. So my wok is smoking hot. I add cooking oil. This wok is 17 years old. So now I put the meatballs in to get brown outside. Now I put the green onions. I start and the hot oil will bring out the fragrance from all the spices. This is the light soy sauce. And I also add a dark soy sauce to add some more color. Chinese cooking wine. You can add some meatball soup in here. Now you add a little bit sugar on the side. I measure with my Chinese eyeballs, you know. All these recipes I cooked for many years, but for my cookbook, I actually have to measure how much I use. Links down below to check out my cookbook. Smells good. If you don't taste your food during cooking, you're not a real cook. So you're putting the sauce on the meatballs while you're cooking. You're giving a little bath. You can boil this in the soup for a few seconds. In the end, you turn up the heat. The heat is really high up, and then cook the sauce down. So it's ready. Ready to serve on the plate. I like to serve some vegetable with this meatballs. You can put any green vegetable underneath. Then keep the rest of the vegetable in here. Add some salt and white pepper as your soup dish. Now we put the meatballs in here. So let's taste this. I will open this, break it. You can see the inside. Then you can dip in the sauce and take a bite. If you can hear the crunchy texture in it, so good. Here the 狮子头 served for the circus. So today, this is what Chinese family will eat for dinner. We have stir-fried pickles with pork and the lion's head meatballs. Also, vegetable soup, chicken curry with potatoes.
Yummy! With all the potatoes.
咬一口。
I think that's enough. I know some Chinese babies. They're babies.
He dropped the meatball. He has to pick up and eat it. We eat rice every day. We have to eat rice. If there's no rice, I still feel hungry.
Sunny, you have coconut fingers. I'm not. Or.
If you subscribe, thanks for watching. If you subscribe, you can join us for dinner. Join the circus for dinner.
If you don't, you do. Subscribe.
Eat more meatballs. I will see you next week. check out the recipe on my cookbook, link down below.
I'm a
Asian Market Cookbook.